Welcome back to Localiduoits.
I thought we weren't going to get it that time.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I had a feeling where we weren't going to get it.
This is weird
Why?
because I don't have headphones.
Oh, yes.
So,
why? What's wrong?
we went to the front desk and we asked for headphones and they said they only had one left. And Megan pushed me off to the side and I fell to the ground and Megan had to take the headphones from the front desk person and said, "These are mine, Sabon. Get away from me."
It's what you deserve, sucker. And then I ran.
And that's
with
what
these
happened.
headphones.
That's why I don't have headphones.
Now, so, well, actually, Sabon doesn't have headphones because there's something wrong with the thing that usually records our audio. I don't even know what this box
Interface.
does. That.
Interface.
Okay, I'm not too sure on that word. But yeah, that.
INTER.
I know, okay,
FACE.
You spelling it, I'm still not sure when you describe interface, whatever.
The box itself, because it's supposed to be like something that like connects this to the actual computer. Like it's supposed to be the middle
She's pointing
ground.
to the headphones to the computer.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to connect its headphones, interface, computer with the program for the music and audio stuff. So then the interface acts as like the middle ground. So then you could connect as many things as possible without having to connect them to like directly to the computer.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you learned something new.
Yeah, and I guess the problem is just that for some reason this one slot is not working for one of the headphones.
Yeah.
But mine does, so.
Technically, mine worked first.
Oh yeah, and then Savon let me
Yeah.
have the other side. No, actually I did push Sabon just because I wanted the headphones.
Yeah, that did happen.
What did happen is I did push Sabon, not about headphones, just because. But hi, I'm Megan, your local. Fuck. I'm your local robber. Just stealing the headphones.
Robert. Oh, and I'm Sabon, your local victim.
Sorry, that was really fucking loud. Sorry.
I can see it.
Holy shit, I'm so sorry. Even that was loud for me. My bad.
Like your laugh?
Yeah, that was terrible. That's the worst I've ever heard my laugh. Oh my god, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I'll try to be this far away from the mic.
That's funny.
Jesus. Do you have the dumb thing of the week? Or I have something small that was at Thanksgiving.
I did learn this morning that I bought a poster when I didn't need to.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of a dumb thing. And I lost the receipt too. Like I threw it away because I was like, oh, I don't need the receipt. I feel like there's other stuff, but that was the first thing that came into mind. But you can say whatever your dumb thing is first.
For me, it was on actual Thanksgiving Day with my family. I was in my room for most of the day, and it was like in the evening, and my mom asked me if I could like get dressed, and because like we're gonna eat and for Thanksgiving. I thought this meant like get dressed because she wanted me to get dressed in like fall colors, so like obviously like an actual color scheme is what she was making sure to tell me. But I thought we were going out to eat, and so like as I walked out of my room, I had my mask and like stuff, and then who was there was my mom, my brother, and his girlfriend. His girlfriend asked me like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. And then everyone just looked confused, and I realized like we're eating at home, not going somewhere else. And I was like, oh, okay.
I would have kept it on.
The mask?
Yeah. It would have been embarrassing to take it off. Did it go with your look? Or was it just like a random?
Oh no, I think it went. Yeah, I was wearing a beanie that matched.
I think that's fine then.
Yeah, I think it definitely wasn't as strong. Like I wore a beanie indoors, which like in my home, which could be said as like that's a little odd, but like it's not that big. I almost wore like a more formal outfit. I wore sweats and a sweater. That's the outfit I decided to go with. I almost went with like a formal jumpsuit.
A formal jumpsuit?
Yeah, that it was still like fall colors, and I feel like that would have looked more embarrassing for just eating at home. But yeah, I still thought I dressed up and thought we were leaving. That was my dumb thing of the week.
I mean, to be fair, when thinking about it, like, are restaurants open on Thanksgiving?
Some should be, yeah.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Actually, yeah, that makes sense because people probably want to go out to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
It's probably just like the more bigger and fancier ones that are. Or just
Yeah.
more just bigger ones.
The bigger and fancier ones, like Olive Garden.
I would not know it was home. That was at home the whole day of Thanksgiving.
I was at home too. Actually, I went to my aunt's house on Thanksgiving. It was very fun. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Usually we have a thing on Thanksgiving where, you know, we're all supposed to be like downstairs near the table, and then one of the relatives like does like a prayer or something, and then after we like, you know, dine. I was upstairs for like a bit, come back downstairs, realize people are already taking food. Half of the guests haven't shown up, but my mom decided like, guys, come on, let's eat, let's go. Like, and I was like, why? It was like everyone came at the arrival time was everyone's supposed to come at 5, right? Have you seen those? There's TikToks where people are like recording arrival time of people, like for mostly like Friendsgivings, where they're like, okay, arrival time is this, and then they like show everyone coming in, but like at different times. Like the time would be like, okay, everyone come at 5, and then it would go, this person came at right on time, this person came at 5:30, this one came at 8 o'clock, you know, and it's like,
Damn.
I did come an hour and a half late with my family, but it's okay because we did not miss food. But half of the guests were not even there yet, but we still dined in anyways. And I just want to know why, because it was like around 6 when we started eating. And you know, when it's Thanksgiving, what else are you gonna do?
True.
Like, so why can't we just wait? Like, I wasn't hungry. I don't know about them. Maybe they were like hungry.
I think it's just very funny that like your family showed up late and your mom was still like, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, what a hypocrite. I mean, like, come on.
That the whole like the arrival time thing, that reminds me on I had a Friendsgiving on Saturday. It was, including me, 16 people to go to dim sum.
16.
Yeah, to a restaurant. Some things that were funny just before. So I tried to make a reservation, and there's like they only do walk-ins, and I was like, damn. Okay,
That's
16
so
for
risky.
Well, the time that we scheduled was for 10. Like initially, that's when I told everyone before making a reservation. But obviously, like they don't take reservations, so I was like, okay, we can all go early. I found out that the place opens at 10, so it's like we would have got there like during opening time. But the thing with I don't, I'm Filipino. I don't know if I can fully say I fully understand like Chinese culture. But my boyfriend, he was, and his mom was like talking about like this restaurant. Yeah, it opens at 10, but a line will already start, and like it will be filled by 10:10. So it's good that we scheduled for 10. But even then, if we stuck with that time, we probably would have been waiting for quite a long time. So I told everyone else beforehand that like we meet at 9:30 instead. So there was a earlier time, and then the opening time, which like could still be fine. Like there's a 30-minute gap that should be fine for anyone that comes late. It was very funny because like not everyone came at 9:30. It was a little bit in between, but even me and my boyfriend were there. Before we got in line, 2 people were already there, like in front of us. We like got there at like maybe 9:15, and we just like went to a nearby convenience store, and we checked, and people were already there. It's like, it was like 2 people, and I was like, damn, okay.
I mean, at least it's 2 people.
True, but it's just like funny that like his mom and him were just like,
they were right.
Yeah, they don't play no games. They're already here at the door.
9:15?
That when we got there and no one was there, we took a quick detour because like we had time, and then we came back, and then
okay.
So the idea of like someone came back even just like,
would it be wrong if you stayed there and then like wait in line to save spots?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Silence your phone, please.
My bad. No, that's fine because like usually just like I think in Chinese restaurants they do come with big families, so it's not like everyone would come all at the same time unless you're like that coordinated.
Yeah.
But
what was the latest?
Yeah, that was funny. I said there's an earliest time 9:30. There was the like it's like a like an early due date and then a normal due date.
Yeah.
Like, and so then that's 10 o'clock. Someone came 11, I think.
Oh my god, that was the latest?
Yeah, and it was funny because we were waiting on one person. We
Mhm.
were saying that, like, hey, if not, because it's 16 of us, like, hey, and we're already going to probably have, like, separate tables. If not everyone is here, we are going to say party of, like, 15. But we realized we can still say 16 because they're not going to count. And so we did.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And they did. I mean, like, they didn't count.
Yeah.
So they took us all in. We had to sit at separate tables. I thought the biggest table holds 8. This is when we started going farther into the back of the restaurant. I was like, oh damn, never been over here. Like, especially like for the big, I guess, bigger groups. And their biggest table I think holds 10, but obviously we still had to be separated. And then we were just waiting and trying to contact the person, like, hey, if you're here, like, I can go meet you outside, or like, we're in the back, by the way, just like trying to give them directions by the time they come here. Oh yeah, it was also funny because while we were still in line, the person who we were waiting on, someone contacted him and said, like, hey, where are you and stuff. And then they were like, oh, Megan said she only said 9:30, so like make sure no one's late, so I'm gonna come at 10. And then his friend who called was just like, hey, there's already a big line, hey, everyone's already here, so like, well, I don't know where you, and they still came late. Kind of wish they came on time or early because they speak Chinese, and
Oh.
it's really helpful at like Chinese restaurants, not in a way that I like want to frame it badly, but it like they treat you better when when you speak. Like when we were separating into our two tables. We just made sure that there's someone who has been to dim sum, is familiar with the system of things on both tables, and the person on the other table, she spoke, and so you're just like, they frequently go. Do you know how dim sum works? I just realized.
Not really.
Instead of a menu, so there's no menu. You sit down. You probably order like the drinks that you want first, and then people with carts of food will walk by and say, like, what do you want? Do you want this? Do you want this?
Oh,
How many?
someone
How
told me this.
no, it's like, yeah, I want that. Like 3 plates of that, and then they'll leave, and then they mark on a card like how many of like what you got, and so that's how you like decide the total.
I kind of hate that method. Like, I feel like that would bother me. Like, what if I'm eating or just trying to like sit down and take a break, and then they're like, "Hey."
You can say no.
I know,
and they
but I
come
don't want to
back-
say no
and
because
they
what if
come
I'm
back
like,
around?
it's like when you're walking like down like a street or something, or just like, you know, like the university itself, and then they have like some sort of like,
Oh, the booths. Like,
yeah, and they're just like, "Do you want to buy some? Do you want to buy some?"
Just a slight inconvenience.
But I mean, you're the one that came into the restaurant. They didn't come to you. You went to them.
yeah.
So you have to expect that.
Yeah. It's like, it's okay. I know, like, I mostly looked forward to it because seeing like other friends' reactions to it,
Yeah.
and it was a little. I think some were intimidated. Some friends didn't even like the food, and so I did feel bad then because usually the play with dim sum, it's best if you bring a lot of people because like you can split evenly and it really just gets shorter and shorter.
Mm-hmm.
So 16 was nice. Trying to remember what else. Oh yeah. So they do treat you better, and also like with us, we didn't really speak. It was funny because first she asked us what we wanted to drink in Chinese, and I was like, all of us like looked at each other like, I don't know what she said, and she's like, oh, do you want? And then she said it again just in English, and we're like, yeah, just water. That was just a bit embarrassing. My boyfriend made the joke of like they found out we're American. Fuck. And it's a little. I feel I don't. Not that I say it's sad, but it just sounds bad to say it. But yeah, they did like visit us a little less. I remember like I would wait for a cart to come by or like prepare for it, and I realized they passed us, or like I missed when they came by, or they just didn't ask us at all.
Interesting. So they can just skip you?
Kind of. Sometimes you just gotta get their attention, and that's fine.
Is there like a time limit?
No?
Oh, okay.
It's not all you can eat, but it's just like a little bit like buffet, but the buffet goes to you and you pick.
The
I
buffet
think.
goes to you.
Yeah. I remember when I was like telling the friend who was late, like, hey, if you need me to walk out, I can go get you. My boyfriend speaks Chinese, but he didn't want to speak during the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like other friends were just like, if you leave, we got no one. I don't know what they're gonna do when they come us with the cart or what to tell them, because they would speak really fast with the food. And like the thing is, yeah, when you're taking the food, it's also just like fast paced. There's just like, if no one says yes right away, they'll just probably put it back and say like, okay, they don't want any. But yeah, when the late friend finally came, it was easier when he when ordering, because he was able to just to ask in Chinese what they wanted, even if they didn't like have it yet. One of my friends, like, he didn't speak Chinese and he waited a long time for water because like it was having a hard time. I don't know if you can, again, the whole like they treat you better if you speak.
No, I think I get that. I feel like there's like this sense of like, what's the word? I can't come up with the word, but I understand like the concept.
Yeah, I don't know what the right word is either. I know it's like the thing where you feel better with your people, but then when this is in like a service setting, I don't know, it's just like it's the whole just better treatment. But he didn't speak, and he was just trying to get some people's attention, and then like I think I'm trying to remember. I forgot what he said. He said something like either asking for water or tea or something. It sounded like something else. But the person thought he wanted tofu or something. And he was like, he said this. And he's like, no. And then he just never got his water until another friend who spoke Chinese came and helped instead.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember what else.
Do you have to order in Chinese in order to order?
No, you don't. Like,
okay.
It's just like a rush. It's just the whole, because like it's easy. When it comes to like showing the food, you might not hear them. My friend did, some of us would, you might not hear what they say, like the plate, like this is this, do you want this? One friend was just like saying yes because they were just basing the look of it, and it was just like, when we asked them what is that, and they're like, I don't know, I'm just just trying it. And I was like, okay,
no, but that would be me, because it's all about appearance, because you have to judge a book by its cover.
Speaking of your book, I thought that was the transition.
My book?
The marketing book?
Oh yeah, I like how this is like a reoccurring thing, you know? I still haven't touched it. I mean, it's like exam season now, and I also had Thanksgiving break, so it was like not touched.
Mm-hmm.
But my goal is to probably over like winter break, maybe read it. Maybe a page or two, maybe 3 if I'm feeling risky.
Dang. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
I think that is all I had for Friendsgiving. Afterwards, we went to an arcade. And that says it's an arcade. So
arcades are fun.
But it's kind of relating to your book thing. So we started Secret Santa with like our friend group. And we had used this website to be able to see everyone's like wish list and stuff. And when I'm a little surprised to see a lot of mine are books. I've like, after the convention, the comic book convention we went to, I just getting a little bit more into reading, at least specifically manga, because it's just like comic books and pictures.
Yeah.
But I put a lot of books in my wish list, and I was like, maybe I should put something else. And I couldn't think of something else, and I was like,
I saw that, and I was like, wow, so it's really becoming a reader.
I know. I'm a little worried because like if I get it, I got it of I put manga of animes that are my favorite because I think that will help. But I'm still worried that I'll have it and not read it, because that just feels like a waste.
That's true.
But yeah, hopefully I'll read more, or hopefully I also just don't want to put a lot of stuff on my wish list because I'll have the expectation of like, I can get all this stuff. But like in reality, I will get like some of the things, and I was like, oh, no one bought me this. That sounds horrible, but it's also adding less things, I think, will just help my expectations. Or like it also just makes sure that this is the stuff I will get, because like if you equal it to the certain amount of people that there are in the Secret Santa, like one person will have to get something.
Yeah. I think we have different ways of thinking of gifts. Like you said, you were like trying to put a list, and then you have this like, you said you don't want to put too much because you have this expectation of like you don't want that mindset like, oh, I'm gonna get all of this if you put like all.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the more I put, it's just like the more variety, and then that way anyone can pick like anything, you know. And like I don't know, I try to put as much as possible, and then that way there's more of like a surprise. If I put like 3 things, it's like, okay, I'm getting this and this and this. It's not a gift. I mean, it is a gift, but it's more of like a,
You want to be surprised on the
buy
gift.
me this. Okay,
Yeah.
and then that's it. But I kind of don't like that. I like the idea of like giving a long list. I asked one of my cousins like what they wanted for Christmas, and it was kind of funny because she said, I don't know at first, and then after she started going off like, okay, well, and then she gave me this whole long list, and I felt like I was taking notes like in a lecture or something, because she wasn't like giving like this, like she just kept like talking, you know, and it felt nice because it was like she was just rambling about whatever, and I was just like taking notes on it and all that stuff, and I feel like that's like the best way to get what people want for Christmas, because in the end you could also get like an idea of like what they want in combination with like other things, you know, and you're like, oh, they like
True.
this color, they like this animal, they don't like this, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did buy friends gifts, like most of them, because it's Cyber Monday.
Mhm.
I did go Black Friday shopping.
Oh.
I went Black Friday shopping. It was very nice. I don't know if I have any stories. I went to
Did you fight a child? Did you kick a child?
No, it
Or-
wasn't actually that bad. It wasn't that bad. Black Friday shopping wasn't that bad. The only problem was driving. That's it.
Mhm.
Because it was so busy once you
I had
get
to run
near
a
the
few
mall.
people over, but I finally got my TV. No.
That's funny. I didn't go anywhere like technology related.
Uh-huh.
I only went to clothes because I don't
No.
think I needed anything technology related, to be honest.
That's smart though. Nice clothes.
Yeah, I did this thing where I went with my cousins and we got there was like, we went to PacSun and they were selling these like, they were selling their jeans,
Mhm.
and it was like a buy one get one free. And I said to one of my cousins, I said, let's buy 2, like I buy one, you buy one, and then we like under like one person,
Mhm.
and then we like split the price, because they were like, the jeans were like $50, you know. But if we split it, because there's a buy one get one free, that's like $25 each.
Oh.
So that's not bad. So I got pants.
So I got pants.
Yeah. Do I like the pants? I don't know. I didn't even.
What the hell?
I mean, I didn't try them on like while I was there because I was too. They fit though. They fit.
Okay.
I was like, the one thing I didn't realize though is that they're not pants with like a zipper and a button. It's just button, 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 button. You know those types of pants?
Button on the inside or button like all the way?
On the inside, on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like you can't see it,
Yeah.
but like you have to button a
Yeah.
bunch of buttons, and that kind of makes me mad because I don't really like those types of pants. But
So there's a window and a truck. I feel like a truck earlier also came by and it just making
there were many.
the sun go away and it like scares me a little bit. We're like we're in an apocalypse.
Oh, that'd be cool. An apocalypse.
Oh my god.
I want to
I-
go to an escape room.
Same. But
You do?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a time back in like years ago. I remember you said you hated to go to like an escape room and you don't want to go to one.
I feel like you could be right. Like I said that, I just don't remember. But the only time I remember is when we wanted to go to this specific escape room that we passed by. I didn't
Yeah.
want to go to that one because that just
So you
seems.
just didn't want to go to that one?
Yeah, because that looks. I don't know. It looks sketchy as hell.
It did look sketchy.
It was like it was also just weird. Like how is that an escape room? Because the building just seemed really small.
Yeah.
And then but aside from that, it seems sketchy because like. Not that the place isn't too dangerous, but also wouldn't be like the safest. And
It probably would have been the worst too.
but yeah,
but who
like,
knows? Maybe there would have been an elevator that took us down to like this like.
that sounds scary.
No, that sounds cool.
Okay, it sounds cool, but also it just sounds scarier because this relates to I've been watching a lot of this channel called Cinema Summary.
Cinema.
You might not know
Cinema
the,
summary.
yeah.
That's a fun phrase.
You-
Cinema summary.
You might not know like just the channel, but there's a chance you've seen the videos. They post. You okay?
I wanted to say it again, but I didn't want to cut you off.
I
I just mouthed the
she's,
word.
yeah, she's
cinema
mouthing
summary.
the words to herself. Like crazy.
Cinema summary.
Cinema
Cinema
summary.
summary. Cinema summary. Cinema summary.
Rocking back and forth.
I'm not rocking back and forth.
I am. But anyways, yeah, there's a chance you might have watched, I don't know, the videos, at least some, they post videos talking about like horror movies. I think they're mainly horror movies, talking about how like how someone could beat them, because like in the plot of the movies usually include death traps or certain games or puzzles, and then like in the movie it shows them like dying or failing or like certain alternatives that they do, and then this YouTuber just talks about like other ways that could have happened or like they could have escaped, and like the other
What
tactics.
to do if you're in this situation.
Yeah, basically. And they watched one about like escape room, and they were talking about that, and it's just interesting.
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also want to go to an escape room because me and a friend. There's only 2 movies out, but we watched together the Escape Room and the Tournament of Champions Escape Room together, and like they're not the best, but I still find them entertaining. And after we watched the sequel, we were just like, now we have to go to an escape room to try it. Also, when you were mentioning the apocalypse, because I've been watching so much from this channel, I wouldn't say I haven't gotten into it, but I want to get into survival stuff.
Survival stuff? Like prepping for like end of the world stuff, or
yeah, a little bit.
That's actually pretty interesting. I feel like there are people out there that like prep for that kind of stuff, and then they have like things ready for it or whatever. I personally am not prepared for anything like that.
No,
like if
neither
anything
am I.
happens,
well,
what is the first thing you'll grab from your house if you realize that the world is ending and you have to leave?
well, if I'm basing this off of the stuff I've seen,
All right.
not that I grab anything first. I need to start filling up a lot of containers with water first, in case like that goes out, like the water supply goes out.
That's so smart. Why did I think like my cell phone? Because
I mean, there's also the thing that the power goes out, and I only have 2, but it probably would. It takes a while. You charge any like power banks that you have, 'cause like that's also useful.
yeah. Oh my god, you just reminded me. I need power banks. I need power banks for Christmas. Oh, I gotta tell.
I could have put that on your list. Fuck.
I know, sorry. I totally forgot. Like
Now
that
I got
was,
you a fucking yo-yo.
That was on my.
I'm kidding.
I would have been
Maybe.
happy with the yo-yo.
Well, I don't know if I get. No, I didn't get.
Do you want to listen to the? Do you want to know the last song I was listening to?
Sure.
That's all I can play. I don't know if it picked it up.
I think it did. Yeah, it
All
did.
right, nice.
But just the quick. That's all I can play.
Yeah, copyright.
What was I gonna say?
What was I gonna do? I was gonna text my mom.
That's what you want, power banks. Yeah. So, and videos I watch, it's just like, yeah, you don't know if the water power supply is going to go down, so you're probably going to just get all the water that you can and then charge what you can. And then I guess while that's done, because in my head I'm just imagining sinks and tubs just flowing while they can. I would. Now this is just going off my own knowledge. I guess I would pack stuff, just like a to-go bag for whenever I need to.
Did you get one of those like bags, like those in bags in cartoons where they have the stick and then they
What
get like you see that a lot in SpongeBob.
Yeah,
like
that's not what I thought you meant.
Sorry, but that's what I thought of. Like I know that doesn't mean end of the world. That means like
Homeless, or like
you're
just
moving just to some undetermined place.
Yeah. I'm just imagining in a scenario I'm rushing and I just see a fully good conditioned bag and I toss that away to get a blanket and a stick.
Yeah, you don't need the bag. The bag is just gonna be like too much to carry.
I do think a little bit, yeah. It probably just depends what I pack. And then I guess weapons.
Do you have any?
In terms of a lot of what I've seen people if you have lack of experience with just fighting and I guess just your use of weapons, just probably blunt objects is just the easiest. So like people always talk about baseball bats, and then it is good because it's just like heavy and you just doesn't take much experience. I guess a knife would just be good, but that is more dangerous. I
want to talk about the series Hawkeye, but I feel like you haven't started watching it.
I have not, no.
But this reminds me of it. It's in the first 10 minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. This just reminds me of it because in the first 10 minutes we're introduced to this character.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Just by the
Sorry.
way.
This is a spoiler. But like, come on. It's the first 10 minutes
Okay.
of like the first episode. But like, yeah, I guess spoilers. But in the first 10 minutes, we're introduced to this like girl, and her name's Kate, and it's basically the part in Avengers where they're like fighting in New York, you know, and you know, she's just like living in her. I don't know what it is.
Wait, sorry, when you say Avengers, you mean just like the first Avengers movie? Like it
Yeah,
goes
the
back
first
to
Avengers
there?
movie.
Okay.
So like, what's happening is that she's just living in like, you know, her. I don't know if it's like an apartment, house, whatever, but she's just living there and she's just like living life. She's having like some family problems inside the house, like not that big, but it's like tiny. And then, you know, the Avengers like come out of nowhere and there's like all that. And then she's just like, because she sees like the flying ships and then like the explosions and she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, wow, this must suck to be like a civilian in this like world because everything's so chaotic. But anyways, you know, after there's like an explosion in the side of her house and then she sees Hawkeye like, you know, shooting an arrow and stuff.
Sorry,
and then
this just sounds like the setup for like a weird love at first sight type of thing.
No, she saw Hawkeye. Like, he basically saved her life at one point because he like shot like somebody that was like basically flying towards her, you know. And then after she saw him like do I don't know why he did this, but he like jumped off a building and then started like shooting. Yeah.
No, I remember that from the reaction.
And then I remember the girl had two parents, her mom and her dad. The dad died from that like thing. Yeah.
Her arc story's starting.
Yeah. So then she just basically lived with like her mom for most of her life, and then after that happened, she was like, I need to protect us. And then and then the intro has this like cool like animation. Like, I don't know, I think it's animation. It's like her just basically like learn like
she's training.
Like she's training.
It's a training montage. Holy shit!
But it's not a montage because they don't show her actually doing it. They show like a little animation instead, and it shows her.
I don't know why that's so funny.
I don't know because it's so cliche.
I guess a little bit, but also I'm just imagining like obviously it's sad if they lost their father or their husband. But imagine like they pick their life back up and they're just like managing well, but she's
she said this at the funeral.
No, this just sounds like one of those like.
Oh no! You know what she said? Oh. She was after she said that she was like I need a bow and arrow. And then and then she started training. She like went into like martial arts and stuff first, or not first.
Cool.
She went to martial arts. She started doing archery, and I don't know. She was like doing a bunch of other things to like train herself, you know. And you know she did like improve. She's doing much better. That's all I'm gonna say after that.
Okay, that does sound cool. I'm just still imagining like they were able to manage their like life well, and then she's only the one like going through like. It's like the equivalent of like someone looking out the window and it's just like they're having a little moment, but in like everyone else can see them. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like her mom, like her mom is just seeing her like with the bow and arrow and just like, yeah, I don't know why, but she just wants it. And then
she just randomly said bow and arrow. Just, you know, like, I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to say anything.
I think she's just going through a phase.
I think it's a phase.
And then like
it was not a phase.
that's to her mom, and then cut back to the daughter. There's like a music playing in her head, and just like dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's. I'm sure it looks. I've heard good things about it. But I'm sure the show looks good. It's just it just sounds so funny.
I've only watched the first episode, and it's pretty nice. My favorite part about it is that it's Christmas themed and it's around Christmas time.
Oh wow!
So. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm only gonna talk about the beginning because I don't want to say too much.
I think I really need to watch stuff.
Yeah, you gotta watch your favorite superhero, the Hawk.
God damn it! I just gotta watch all the shows still.
Even WandaVision?
Yeah, all the way back.
Oh my god,
that's crazy. I haven't sat down for it.
I'm surprised that all of these shows happened this year.
Oh.
Like it started with WandaVision. And then I went on to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Then I went on to Loki. Then it went on to, I don't know if there's anything in between. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But I think Hawkeye's,
Yeah, I
next.
think Hawkeye's the next one.
yeah.
I also
Oh, no, there was What If. But, like, that wasn't really, like,
Yeah,
that was just, like, a,
not to the plot, but just a fun.
it was a What If.
Yeah, it was a what if. It was a fun. It was a fun addition. It's not too. It's not with really the same MCU, but Eternals was there.
Oh, I haven't watched Eternals. I've watched Hawkeye's easy to watch because I have Disney Plus, but I try to watch. Oh, I could explain this. I went to the movie theater. I went to go watch Eternals with a friend, and we decided to go at the 7:30 one. And we went to the movie theater, and surprisingly, for the first time I've ever seen it in my life, it said sold out for the specific time that we were gonna go. And I was like, wow. And I didn't want to wait until the next one, which was like at 8:40, because that would have been too late. Personally, for me, I had work the next day. Couldn't do that. So then I didn't know what to do. We tried to look up other theaters, but they were like too far, and we couldn't make it in time, and there wasn't really anything like that close or had a good time. So then we didn't know what to do, and I was about to give up, like just be like, oh, we can just go home. But then my friend suggested, let's watch the movie Encanto. So then we watched Encanto.
That's the one. Is that the magical house?
It was the magical house one. It was such a good movie, and I'm glad I watched it. It had nice music. My sister watched it with her friend the other day and was like basically saying, yeah, the songs suck.
Damn.
And I was like, she was like, maybe there was like, she said there was one song that was really good. And then we talked about this one song that the main character had. It's like that one song in every single like Disney musical where they're like, I can make a difference, you know, like something like that. Like how Ariel has Part of Your World, or in Hercules, there's that song that's like, Where I Belong. I don't know. But there's always that one song that the main character sings.
Yeah.
And that was basically in the movie. You know, she was singing and I liked it. And I was like, oh, it's nice. But then my sister was like, no, it was too basic and cliche. And like, and I was like, wow. But there was this, I liked the movie. I liked the characters. I hate how there was so many characters because it was like a big family with like a bunch of different powers for each one. We don't get a lot of focus on some of them. And they have such cool powers.
Dang.
And they're only talked about like 2 minutes. Like I think one of the characters probably has like a good 10 lines.
Oh.
And they're like part of the family, you know? They're not like some background character. They're literally part of the family.
Dang.
Yeah.
This is like one of those, I think I get the same feeling from some animes, at least like a lot of ongoing ones that has several seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like a lot of side characters, and even on social media you'll see like a lot of support for some side characters, but like they're the side characters, so it's not like in the actual show they do a lot or make a big of difference, or sometimes they're sadly just there as like just to die off, and that even sucks more.
To die off.
Yeah.
I think if this movie was a show, there probably would have been more balance between the characters.
Yeah.
I still liked it. Thank you, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he only made the music. No, he directed it.
Oh,
he directed it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and he made some of the songs too. And yeah, they were pretty good. I mean, he's doing a lot. Like, I don't know, like,
man never misses.
he probably has a good resume out there. Like, come on.
I think you might have heard of me.
He goes to a job interview like, yeah, that's right. I'm Hamilton.
I'm Hamilton. And he starts reciting something.
He starts rapping.
Sir.
Back to the war.
On the topic of movies, I haven't seen it, but I just recently learned, you know the movie Dune?
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like really interested in like the trailer and like the concept of the world. It just looked just a little suspenseful, and I just like the idea of like apocalypse or just action in general.
Mm.
But I know there's like people who, the well-known actors and actresses that they kind of basically like promoted in that trailer was Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, and I don't know his name, but there was also scenes of like the guy who played Aquaman. But I recently learned apparently in the actual 2-hour movie, Zendaya gets like 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about the movie too.
And I was like, what? That just sucks when she's the whole trailer.
And every time she pops up, people say that it looks like it's a perfume ad, and she's just like, she's not speaking. Like, for most of it, they say that the only time she really speaks is like near the end of the movie. And I remember I said that to somebody who watched the movie, and I remember he said that there's a reason
That she's not in it that much?
that she's not like speaking a lot,
Oh.
because I think there's supposed to be like a second part. Like, there's supposed to
Second
be another movie to continue on where she
I
has a
hope
bigger
so.
role.
I hope so. Because, like, I still want to watch it because it still looks cool, but, like, dang, I would have, like to see her.
Imagine a review that's like,
Not enough of Zendaya.
not enough Zendaya.
That's it. Something reminded me of something, but I don't remember. Well, this probably wasn't it, but also, do you want to go until like 11:15?
11:10.
Okay. God damn it, the trucks scare me every time. I was talking about earlier how me and a friend watched the sequel to Escape Room. When we had a talk about how like how franchises, they'll like change things that they when they showed originally in the trailer. And so like the first thing I noticed in the sequel was that like a different character said the exact same line that someone else said in the trailer. It's small, but I was like, hey, you took his line is how I reacted. And then after the movie, I watched the trailer again just for laughs of the just like thinking about the side by side of just like she's saying it instead of him saying it like in the trailer. And then I realized there were scenes of a whole escape room, they have different sets obviously for like different escape rooms. In the trailer, there was a whole room that was just not put into the movie. And like I showed this to the friend I was watching with, and we understood like the theme of the room that was taken out. It looked like a children's bedroom, and after seeing the movie we see how that could fit because there was like a child plot in the movie, but like it just wasn't shown at all. Like there were scenes of this guy almost dying in this room, but that wasn't shown in the movie. And like this whole scene of like the main character saving him in a certain way, but that wasn't shown in a movie. It was just like a different sequence I think in place. And then when I was trying to search up if like this scene was still somewhere like deleted scenes, we found out that the Tournament of Champions played a different movie in theaters than we saw online. Like there's an added like 20 to 30 minutes that makes
what?
a slightly different beginning, slightly different ending, and a little bit in the middle that's like added. And we were reading an article about it, how like someone described it as like the new additions make the movie like a different movie. Like I think without it makes sense, but like with the added additions, it just changes the game of like, wait, if this happened, then does that mean this, or like the stuff like to consider. And they're just like, wow, that's a little weird.
That is weird. What the heck?
Not that like it's escape room, it's not that big, but my friend was just like, so what's canon then? Like what is like,
it's up to interpretation.
oh my god. But yeah, that was just weird. I never ended up finding like the actual deleted scene that got like cut out from the trailer, because we only just watched apparently the extended version, not knowing it's the extended version. Yeah, that just stuck me. I was like, dang, I want
So you gotta do more research now.
I don't know if I can. I found just the thing, and it's just talking about how
Maybe
like
you can go to like the trailer and then look at like YouTube comments. If it's on like YouTube and stuff, and then see people like talk about it, and then they're like, oh yeah, if you go to this link, like comments are pretty helpful. They help you out.
yeah.
I like going to like comments on TikTok because usually they talk about something in a TikTok, and then the comments are like, oh yeah, just go on this and then do this, and then people like give suggestions and stuff, and it's like, wow, TikTok could actually be a pretty useful place, How to get out. Oh,
we're on my YouTube, and now it like in my my homepage that's cinema summaries here.
How to beat Get Out. Don't get in.
I want to search up the trailer because I didn't think of that. I also think that is nice, but I get a little skeptical whenever people do that, because I get like, what if the link just like traces
Oh
to
no,
something
I would
else?
never follow a link like directly. Probably, I guess if they say a website. Click on this link for all the deleted scenes.
Hold on. I want to just currently we're showing the trailer, or pulling up the trailer to see if something in the comments. But I want to show you like which there's a, like which full set just wasn't in the movie. Like this wasn't in the movie.
Fire.
Hold on. Yeah. That's there. That's there. That's there. This isn't. This is that teddy bear isn't. She didn't do that in the movie. He wasn't in that tank, and that whole room wasn't in either.
That looks so cool, though.
It's like a full sequence of events of God.
Imagine doing all of that,
Yeah.
having that edited, and then not have it in the official thing.
Yeah.
Like, if I was the person behind this scene, I would be mad, frustrated, infuriated. Deleted.
I want to see if anyone's talking
I mean, I
about.
don't know. You can just like skim through, see if anyone said anything.
Because I know most people would likely. Because again, this isn't.
I'm so pumped.
See.
I'm waiting for this. I don't know why. Whenever I look at comments, I forget that they're real people because it feels so like fake sometimes. It's like
someone actually typed this.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine myself going to like the comment section and being like, I'm so hyped for this, you know?
Oh, I feel like I do that.
I mean,
sometimes.
actually, wait. I don't know. Not those. There's something else.
I think I can't imagine doing it sometimes for big franchise things. Like I do it for like YouTubers that I like enjoying a lot, and just adding to that. But yeah, this is for a trailer.
That one right there. Do you see that comment that just says,
Just wow, and there's fire emoji. Thank you, person. You just took the time out of your day to do that. Oh wait, I should probably arrange this into probably most recent.
oh yeah, you can do that.
Like Squid Game, hold my beer. The hell.
Go to their channel.
What?
You know the one that said, watching other parts of the videos before meeting the train, I'll be uploading them every Monday. Are they talking about deleted scenes or no?
Oh, now watching of those guys before meeting. Wait. Now watching other parts of those guys before meeting the train. I'll be uploading. What?
I don't know. I don't know the movie.
This doesn't feel like it makes sense. Well, this person had nothing.
I think I just saw the whole movie.
Oh yeah, because I know most of the comments would probably be the classic of like, "Wow, this was a great 3-minute movie," because like the idea that the trailer said everything.
I've seen things where people say like American movie trailers always have the tendency to just put everything into like 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's like, what am I going to the movie theater to watch when everything was put into the thingy? Like, there's like a movie coming, the Spider-Man movie that's coming up.
Oh, I'm so hyped for that.
I am too, and I feel like I can't speak. I remember when they released the first trailer because everyone was asking for a trailer and it was like highly anticipated. It came out. I watched it, and then after there's another trailer now and there's like more elements, like different stuff, and it's like, I don't want to know this stuff. I want to be like surprised, like be like, oh, what are you doing here? Blank, you know, but the trailers just want to tell you everything, so then when you walk in, I guess there's no surprise.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I don't know. Again, like just putting in certain things in the trailer, and then, but obviously people can connect the dots themselves, just thinking what leads up to it, or just like how for me, after I see the trailer and I watch the movie, I'm like waiting for these certain things to happen. It's like that was in the trailer. So
yeah.
Also,
like,
sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Well, like the movie Encanto, I remember when I watched the trailer and I already got like the basic like idea from it. I'm like, all right, there's this like family. They all have like these powers and stuff. I don't know where it came from, so I guess I don't know that. But like they all have powers. They live in a magical house, and there's the main character that just doesn't have any like powers for some reason. Yeah. We don't know why. There's a character named Bruno, and we don't know why, but like
We don't know why his name's Bruno.
No, we don't know why, but like we don't know why people don't talk about him, because he's like one of those characters that's like, oh, we don't talk about Bruno, you know?
Oh.
That's like the basic like idea from the trailer. And another thing, actually, I don't know, there was like other stuff in the trailer, and I felt like I was like seeing it as I was watching the movie, and the only thing I didn't know was like, you know, purpose. Like why doesn't she have powers? Like what's her deal? Like why didn't she get anything?
Yeah.
Where do these powers come from? Who's everybody in the family specifically? How do they feel? What is the point of this story? Like I guess the problem in the story was that everything was falling apart. You know, like the things were like losing magic and stuff, and it's like, why are they losing magic? Like, I don't know. I think personally I like walking into like shows, movies, anything like that blind, and one little detail could just ruin everything for me, because it's like I feel like I'm just watching something I already watched, and I feel like I could have had a different mindset if I did know nothing at all.
I feel like I should try to do that one day. I think I
watch something blind.
Yeah. Yeah. I did it based only on visuals. I think I haven't in a while just seen a movie without seeing the trailer. But yeah. I went through the escape room comments just a little bit, and I realized in the article I read that was talking about how like the extended edition makes it a different movie. In the article it also talked about someone from the first movie coming back, and even in the extended edition that me and my friend watched, we didn't see her like at all. But in this comment, I'm assuming they watched it in theaters, they're talking about how someone from the first movie came back and she didn't actually die. And I was like, is there like 3 versions? Or like, I think the two versions, but they also took out scenes in the extended edition. Like, I'm so confused. Like, I didn't see her at all in the extended edition. The whole idea of someone just coming back that didn't die.
That's so confusing. I like how somebody replied, spoiler alert. Thank you, person.
Oh, wait. Reverse live working.
Why is this person just saying who dies and who doesn't in the movie?
I don't know. Wait, she tricks them into believing they brought... Yeah, I didn't see her at all. It's like a totally... In this one, it's talking about how someone from the first movie didn't die and they're actually working with the villain. But in the movie that we watched, she's just a totally different... I don't know if it's supposed to be the thing where it's like the actor was replaced, but we wouldn't even like recognize her. If in the second movie she was. But yeah, I'm so confused now knowing about this part. I didn't know her comeback was the fact that she's like with the villain. There in what we saw, it's just like a totally like just the villain was revealed, not like the villain was anyone special. Well,
this would hurt my head.
Yeah. I just want to see this room. Okay.
It looks like a face.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Well, dang.
I think it's about time we ended off. I feel like every time, the past couple of times we finished like an episode, I'm like, wow, what did we talk about? Like, I felt like there was... It was just a bunch of rambling, and then after we just like finished sorry, I had a point but I lost it.
It's just the fact that like when we're about to end, we look back on the time and see like it says how long we've talked for, but it's just like a little hard to comprehend like
wow,
what did we talk for.
It's been that long, over 50 minutes, more like 50 seconds.
Quick, welcome back to, well, that's not even 50 seconds, but like just only the intro. Okay, well.
Any words of wisdom for the audience? While we're recording this, it is the last day of November. But when you hear this, it will probably be
October.
It'll be 2022. No, I'm just kidding. God. No, it'll be December.
Yes.
So I hope that you are celebrating the holidays and being warm during the winter.
Oh yeah, I guess wise words. Happy holidays.
No, not yet.
Not.
Actually,
happy
yeah.
current holidays,
wait.
whatever.
I think it's Hanukkah season.
Yeah.
So sorry. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
We have to say that.
Well, I know happy holidays, but I want to say, since this will be posted in December, Christmas time.
Christmas.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.